Wombat, have we covered that wombat poop is cubed? Have we done that on the show?
This is
Yes.
after party stuff.
Oh, maybe that's where I learned this information.
So I have pictures from the certain event that happened today. Do we want to share those with the users?
Yes.
If we
I
do,
always
have
wanted to be part
upload
of an
them.
event.
You
Yeah.
are part of
Events-
an event.
Of all things that you could do during the day, events are the best.
Okay.
Well, it depends on the event.
But I mean, having an event is better than not having an event, right?
It depends on what the event is.
But eventually, the event happens.
Isn't
But if the event isn't happening,
of all the things you can do during a day, an event is the best.
it's better to event than not to have evented at all.
To
It's
event
better
and
to-
lost.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
event
better
and
to
lost.
event and lose than to never event at all. And
That's,
Good luck
We did
finding an
both of
event,
those.
John.
yeah.
What
On
if
the-
I
on the
just
internet.
share the screen and I show Aunt
We had
Bonnie's
food.
Facebook page? Would that work?
Is she gonna get a
No.
flood of
Mm.
tens of friend requests?
My-
I don't know.
I,
we got food.
Is Aunt Bonnie on the?
Is
she
it an event?
watching this show?
No, it's
Aunt
just a
Bonnie.
post with pictures on it.
oh.
You can't even get your friends,
it's not working.
your family. My mom doesn't even watch.
I went to an event
Mom's not
yesterday.
even on here. Wow.
What
Yeah.
event did you go to, Brian?
It was an anime little convention out in near Eugene, Oregon.
Eugene
Yep.
is beautiful.
Yes.
I feel like you've been there, Dad. Haven't you been there?
To Eugene
Yeah.
or to the anime convention?
No, not that.
to the anime convention.
Ryan,
No.
what if
It
it's
was-
a little anime? Was it focused? Was it like super niche?
It
Like,
was
only
actually. It was supposed to be.
Ghost in the Shell fans.
No, it was supposed to be, just all Japanese anime, but I found that there was not a lot of anime stuff that I'm not into anime. So,
What?
I'm not. The only anime
What were
I've
you
really
doing
watched,
there?
well, just doing something fun.
You know
Just
what would
kind
be
of going
super
casual.
awesome is for us to separately go to conventions of things that we're not fans of and just kind of make a video of it and go, oh, I'm here at the crochet convention. Let's see what I can find.
There were crocheted things, and I did pick up a crocheted item.
Was it a Dragon Ball?
It was not. It was not a Dragon Ball.
Was it was it the sword from Final Fantasy?
Uh,
Kingdom Hearts? You got the big key from Kingdom Hearts. That would be cool, crocheted.
Close.
All right. I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to
There's
save it.
Well, here's the thing. It was like, it was a smaller thing. So it wasn't like, because I've been to Comic-Con, and Comic-Con is
It was a
just,
Pokemon.
Comic-Con is not enjoyable for me anyway, because you know how much I
A lot
like
of
people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
You're shoulder to shoulder there.
A
Yeah.
lot of body
Yeah.
odor. Not
got
my
to-
own.
I got to do that once. I really actually liked Comic Con.
Not my own.
Yeah.
All right.
Some
I
of
don't know
it's
what
yours,
you guys
right?
have been talking about for the last 3 minutes. I've been
Conventions.
totally checked out. But I'm going to
Yeah.
start the theme song now and then we'll get
Convention.
back.
Conventions.
Sign up if you dare, starring comics everywhere. Coming out of quarantine, so catch the vibe and dig the scene. Take a seat, gonna grab a snack, gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down like a lumberjack, come take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio, everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo, hit the spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show? 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 Taking it live, so be our guest. Everybody gonna be so blessed. Hoping you cats gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Are you ready for the best?
Ooh, I need a hand signal. I don't have a hand signal.
We desperately
Brian's got
need
the
some
best one.
anime in our opening,
It's in the credits.
don't we?
We could do that. We could do maybe an anime style intro, and then we can get JT to commission a anime theme.
Goes up.
Oh,
Brian, what were you doing in the comments section?
Brian is not into anime.
I am not.
Are you really into Baby Shark? You like Baby Shark?
I do like Baby Shark. It doesn't bother me that it gets stuck in my head. I was helping out some people. Some of our clickers were talking about getting earworms, and so I decided to say that if you are to,
Earworms.
I know we haven't even said hello, but here we go. That's just how the show goes.
No, we hit the ground running here.
If you were to, the way to get a song out of your head, and this is scientifically proven, is if you do sing the By Menon theme jingle or the Intel processor. So the By Menon, right? It's an old commercial from the 80s. And the other one is doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
Oh.
And if you do those, they are short enough to not get looped, but they are melodic and long enough that they will replace the thing in your head.
Cleanse.
Yeah.
Mine is the procedure from The Ring, the movie, the horror movie, where the only way you can not die is to pass it on to other people. Make copies. So when I get something stuck in my head, the other day, and it was even easier, I got Simply Irresistible with Robert Palmer.
This video.
Yeah. Save my bacon.
Amber's really getting into the school theme in the comments today.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing back to school.
Yeah,
all right, hey,
whatever.
Hey, that's John over there.
Hey. That's inside baseball. Well, that's not so inside baseball.
You have to get a new Afro Party link, please, according to rumor. Rumor has it the link is not up.
Brian, what I missed.
Hey, Sarah.
I was looking at I was listening to on John's podcast. He shares old episodes of Starving Comics, and we used to do movie trivia with your background.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you could do a quote, so like if people could guess what that quote was from.
I could do that. I could also break out the green screen,
quotes.
Which we already kind of gave it away if people know.
Quotes are easier for me than still shots.
Maybe you could do giant the one Brian just did.
What did he just say? I wasn't listening.
Well, we could go flunk me, flunk him.
I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well,
anyway.
Before I become completely distracted in setting up a link for the after party,
I don't know that.
we have a gigantic show.
Whoa!
I bet it's about conventions.
How show is it?
It is so show.
It's not available to put on the screen
be
yet.
Blown away.
There
All right.
is.
Well, Brian, if a typical show is represented by this holy mess up, there's a tiny little fly. Can you see it on my camera?
No, it just looks like you're freaking out.
He was inside my glasses. He got inside my glasses and was banging off my eyeball. The typical show looks like this woolly mastodon. Tonight's show looks a little something like this. Event.
Let's all crowd into the main ballroom and look in the same direction, everyone.
Is it bigger than a teacher's salary? It seems to be.
Yeah.
What is this convention? A winter coat convention, or
exactly.
Everyone's so calm.
Everybody took their coats off. It's such a big event that I couldn't even fit the whole thing on the screen.
It looks like it could be a TED talk because everybody's so calm. And
should have been an anime guy. Way to drop the ball, Dad.
An anime convention.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. Let's just think that I wasn't savvy enough or sharp enough to go, hey, anime should be the thing. When I did a last-minute search, a frantic search to try to find something, there's a lot of anime that isn't necessarily family friendly, and so even
anime perhaps.
Even the family friendly anime is not necessarily something I want right next to the SCQS logo.
Are we gonna shout out to our clickers?
Nah.
Sure. Sure, we'll do that.
I just want to get it out of the way while I'm here.
No, this is the best part of the show. Just kidding. Don't. Oh, here we go.
Cliquers are why we're here. Cliquers got mad skills. Cliquers give us chills.
We should just animate for this.
Cliquers are live backstage. Cliquers are fresh and clean. Cliquers are lean and
My skills are better than your skills.
Cliquers are on the sea.
Wow! We love all of our
Dude,
anime.
it's so
We love all of our anime, and we love all of our
Oh, wait, gotta turn that
Ew.
down. It's too loud.
This week,
I don't know,
in
man.
particular,
Oh.
we're going to give a special shout out to
In particular order.
Becky. And don't forget
Katie Cogswell. All right, John,
Thank you.
we're going to change the colors.
Yeah, the green's really making you disappear.
I
It's turning
can't
into
even look
kind of a
anymore.
zombie.
I don't care about that.
Wait.
And I think that
How
Becky
can they become
Reckelhoff.
clickers, John?
Becky Reckelhoff might be the greatest name that I've heard in a month. Becky
I don't know. I thought Cogswell was pretty.
Cogswell's a good name too. Katie Cogswell's a good name. But
Join the
Becky
party at
Reckelhoff-
johnbranding.com. You can become a Click member, and then we can talk about your
Got a
name
special
when
ring
we're
to
supposed to be doing other things, especially if you have a good name. Go to johnbranding.com, become a clicker. You'll be added to the list, and we will call you out at random intervals. Also,
For
you will
things
get a
you
link to
didn't
the
do.
effort party, maybe, if it's current. Sometimes you get the link to last week's effort party, which doesn't help you very much, but we'll try to fix it. And, yeah, thanks for all of your support.
And today, the reason the effort party has not been brought up to speed is because we had an important event.
We
Mhm.
did.
The event happened.
And you know, it's better to event and lose than to not event at all. Isn't that correct, Brian?
That is correct.
And
Are you
today,
ready to put this up on the screen?
today we
Depends
did
on the
not-
event.
Well, what was the event today, Peach?
My grandma got married.
Grandma
Yay.
Turbo. got
Grandma
married.
Turbo.
And
Mhm.
it was quite an event. A few weeks ago, I don't know if we told the whole story about how this came to pass, but this is her.
Ta-da!
She is. That is Bruce, her high school sweetheart,
Uh-huh.
and they obviously didn't get married,
In high school. no.
and
Right.
went their separate ways, had families of their own, and after my father passed away and his wife passed away, not my father's wife, that would be my mother.
Mhm.
After Bruce's wife passed away, he and my mother got reconnected, and old flames, you know how that is. but look how happy my mother looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
I actually have a video of the first look. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. Here, we'll go. Here's another picture of them.
Mm-hmm.
See how
Look at
cute
that
that
cake.
is?
Can you read what that cake says?
That's some cake.
It's a
Henderson's.
big cake.
My sister hated that cake.
It was
What?
fine.
Why? What? Why?
She says she doesn't like the exclamation point at the end. She said, Bruce and Nancy! Exclamation point.
Now that gives it the joie de vivre.
No, but it's
So that's
supposed to say
them.
congratulations.
Turbo and turbine. I like that.
But there's some extra letters in there. So it actually
No, they're
says
not.
consquaculation.
It doesn't say that. She's just a perfectionist. And then here, this is one of my favorite pictures.
Look
Please
at
notice
Alvin.
what's in the foreground.
Nice.
He didn't want
Was
to see
he
the
looking
kiss.
back at the camera? Oh, he's turning
He
away.
didn't want to
Yes.
see that.
I actually have a
Modest
video
eye.
of it because Bonnie likes to take videos and then she just pulls the pictures out of
okay.
the video. And he's literally looking right at them until their lips connect. And then he goes,
Nope. Can't do this.
yeah, it was
We just
perfect.
went PG-12, everybody.
So
That's right.
Not only did he turn around, not only did he turn away, but he's clamped his eyes shut.
he's
So
not
it's
getting
like,
any
He doesn't
images.
want to see any of it. In case
So
somebody's behind
He
him
forgot
with
to
a
plug
mirror.
his ears so he can hear the smooch.
Here, watch.
That's the problem
Here,
with
watch this video. I don't know if you'll be able
There
to
you go.
hear the audio at all.
Wait for Megan because I want to get the.
This is all staged.
So he hasn't seen her yet.
Well, you're not yet.
Okay, go ahead, guys. Turn around.
Holy tamale!
This was the first time that they saw each other.
Isn't that so cute?
Elizabeth made that. She wanted to make me a hairpiece.
She's explaining where the headpiece is.
Because
What's funny is I heard that I wasn't right there. I was across the yard with Dad, and we couldn't hear them. But I said all of this to him. I was like, "Now she's telling him that Liz made this, and that Bonnie bought the dress and did the makeup." But when he turned around, he says, "Holy tamale!"
Tamale. That is a
holy tamale. And he said, "Hi, sweetheart. I like your top hat, LOL. Holy tamale, I like your top hat." Oh, he's cute. Oh my gosh.
They were adorable. They made they made Grandma hide behind the shed, and then Bruce came up and had to turn around, so he hadn't seen her yet. And then they did the reveal where she came out behind. And
somebody at the beginning of the video says this is all staged, and I'm like,
yeah,
that was Grandma.
It's a wedding.
So there they are.
Supposed to be staged.
So I didn't think weddings were improv. I thought they were. I'm pretty sure.
No, it didn't. Everybody was there and kind of knew that it was going to happen. We didn't surprise anybody.
What's happening? They're just sitting in a bunch of chairs.
So that's what was going on this afternoon. And
it's
that's the
been a
reason that
very jam-packed weekend, really. But
been a big event. So, Brian also has a hat tonight.
Wait a minute. He has to go backstage.
That's right.
You can't expect him to get ready out here in the open.
Brian is on a HatQuest. Oh my gosh, I see it. If you haven't been,
it sucks. I'm the only one sitting here going.
If you haven't been,
Brian knows the hat. John knows what the hat looks like.
What's going on?
So for me, it's a first look.
Get ready, Juan.
I get a first
I haven't
look
seen it until just now. But Brian has decided that as he's 50 now, it's time to start seriously thinking about hats. And so he's been
time to find the one.
Trying different hats, and we've had some of our SCQSers have sent him hats. And so here's this week's hat.
Wait, let's put him up here, and then let's do
this.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Ready for
a
southwestern adventure.
This is
Why is it doing it?
This is a taco hat. This was sent in from Russ Noonan, so thank you, Russ. My only question with this is I'm not quite sure which way should I wear it. This way.
It depends on what ship you're commanding.
Exactly. Or do I go this way?
Is it is it an enchilada schooner? or is it a...
Wow, I like your top hat.
Holy tamale.
Holy tamale.
Holy tacos. So, so thank you to Russ for sending this. I have one more.
That's a good hat.
It is a good hat.
The meat is very convincing. I mean, it really looks like taco meat.
I can kind of... If you want to take a better look, I can't wear it.
Usually people skimp on the meat in the taco.
Yeah.
Now that way you're ready to
loaded.
That way you're ready to lead the Grand Armée against Waterloo. Mm. When you do it sideways, you're Napoleon. The Napoleon of tacos.
Just gotta do it this way. So I'm not sure.
Gentlemen, we will take Russia.
Ziggy Piggy.
Yeah, that's what, the only scene I could remember from Bill and Ted's was him saying the S word in French, whatever. He bowled a gutter ball, and never mind. That's the only I can remember. I'm glad you came up with that one.
When you wear it that way, I mean, you'd have to test this, but it looks like that would even serve as a visor, so you could wear that. For real from the sun and protect your eyes.
Well, and the nice thing too, I don't know if you can see this, it stops my neck from going back too far.
Oh.
It also stops your neck from getting burned. But so
that's
you
true.
Can wear that as a legitimate hat, and it functions.
If it goes on your head, isn't it a hat? Legitimate.
Well, I mean, it's
the definition of hat is really low. The bar is really low to to
Not
fulfill
all
the
hats are functional.
Now I am willing to
Oh,
go
yeah,
wear this out in public when I go get some tacos. So
I was gonna say, if you like going on a cruise to Mexico, you could wear it, but I'm afraid you'd get kidnapped.
Probably not kidnapped.
And they would.
Probably not.
Probably not
Probably
kidnapped.
mistaken for a god and worshipped.
Exactly.
Ooh.
I am the tour guide.
The Aztecs will make their return.
That's right.
They worship tacos in Mexico.
So
They do now.
That would be my kind of taco too, because it is 100% meat with like that's not even really cheese. That's more taco. That's like tortilla
it's more
strips.
taco shells. Yeah, exactly.
It's like tortilla strips in the middle.
A little bit of
And then,
sour
like,
cream.
They found like a sprig of lettuce, and you
Little
just
bit,
laid it on there. That's
that
the
you
kind
can
of taco.
easily pull off
Right.
and lay to the
Mostly
side.
meat.
Oh look, I'm thinning out up top.
Oh,
Very
I see.
subconscious.
If
I
I
don't
do
see any
this,
sour cream. Is there sour
There.
cream?
No, there's no sour cream. So,
Here we go.
So
But,
it's a low fat.
really enjoying this hat though. I do like that. And like I said, I do have one next week from Jessica Noonan, but we will save that for next week. So they both came at the same time. But if you would like to send me a hat and have me wear it throughout the whole show, as you can see, Bonsai is wearing a previous hat over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yep. He's got a new friend, by the way. I don't know if anyone can see. He's got
Stay puffed.
Stay Puffed
Aw.
and another
And
hedgehog.
another little hedgehog.
Yep.
Stay Puft
that
is
his-
not wearing a hat.
No, he's got the hat. He's got
He's got
the one on the side.
So email us and we will give you
Yes.
Brian's mailing address.
Yep, and you can
Send
mail
your
them.
hats to Boulder, Colorado.
All right, I'm gonna let him get dressed again. Or are
Oh
you
no,
wearing
this
that?
is this is,
Is that
He's
for the-
wearing
Oh,
that
yeah.
hat the whole time.
Right.
all night.
Because it's
I'm not taking
he's
this
been-
off until next week. Until I switch to the new hat.
It will. You probably start to smell somewhat funky. What by the time?
Now we're with it. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Felt like a taco. All right, it is. It's back to school time. Most people are already back to school. I think by now.
Yes.
Yes.
Except, well, we're not yet. We're doing like
You
I don't know if
count.
well with the homeschoolers you will
Homeschoolers
do
don't
this
count.
little thing. I don't know if y'all do this yet. We do it like it's summer's dragging on a little bit, so you're like you guys do. They have Rory's got math she can do, and Jesse's learning a language, so it's like go do a lesson. Like make him go do one
So
thing.
you guys
They're not
actually do.
officially in school, but you're trying to get them back into the swing of things. Yep.
You
see?
don't count either. Oh, wait a minute. Sherry's counts. She actually works for a legitimate school. So that
Wow,
counts.
they don't go back till the 23rd. That's pretty old school.
That's pretty late. And
When I was a
Suzanne
kid, we
also
used to go
works
back
with a
in
real
September.
school. Waits till Labor Day or the week
Yep.
before. 2 high schoolers have been back for 3 weeks. My homeschool family started 3 weeks ago. Okay, that homeschooler counts.
Hmm.
Whoa, 3
Okay.
weeks ago.
Okay. Well, then not everybody is back in school yet, and so we're going to ease you into it. Some of you are already doing it.
Yes, Sherry's a janitor at an actual school, but Tabby is just a homeschool mom. Oh, they go
Yeah,
back
the-
after Labor Day in Michigan.
The Starving Comics crowd and the homeschool crowd, there's a pretty big overlap right there. So
That's
Yes.
true.
But-
But I now have kids in both homeschool and classical Christian school, and this
How's
is a
that
first
working
for
out?
us. I mean, so far, it's working. And Colin wants to run cross country in the afternoons
Ooh, that's
because he
cool.
likes that idea.
Like on
And-
purpose.
Yeah, we even did. The
Is he going to
Did you
stop
tell
and
him-
look at places?
I was gonna say, did you tell him that he has to keep running till the end? Because if
Yeah.
Jesse did that, he'd be like, "What?
right.
I'm just gonna
No.
run when I felt like."
I think he took it as a challenge, like because he wanted to keep up
Oh.
with the track coach, and he did. He ran a mile and a half, and he didn't stop.
What?
He did, but then like at the end, he goes, "So did I make the team?" And of course, it's not a like
Right. try
everybody
out.
who wants to be on the team is going to end up being on the team.
Right.
The only rule is you have to be able to run without stopping or crying. And so he heard that and was like, "I didn't stop and I didn't cry," which is true. But what I said was,
What if you
your
cry
coach-
and don't stop? Like, can you cry?
No, you have
you
to
don't
not
stop?
cry and not
can't do
stop.
either.
I think.
What if
I
you
think,
cry
like,
and run at the same time? That
What
would
if
be
you
what
don't
you're saying.
stop crying? What if you?
Oh.
No, then you're not allowed
club.
on the team. This is
That's
very
a different
simple.
club.
He was actually, having worked with many middle school and elementary school kids, this man knows how to phrase stuff so that you can't like wiggle around it. Well, what if I cry a little bit? No, that's crying. What if I just cry consistently and don't stop? How would that not be crying?
I am going to find a loophole.
That's still crying. So,
what if you just sob?
I told him, you go to
weep openly into your hands as you jog slowly, as you sashay across the yard.
I told him, you go to a classical Christian school. And so the reason that your principal and track coach like running so much is because it's such an object lesson. It becomes an analogy for everything that you're going to do in school and in work. And I said, you need to understand this because it's going to become obvious real quick that you're never done running. And you compete only with yourself. So that means that every time you feel like you've, blasted a goal, which that's great, and you can be proud of yourself, but there's always another goal right behind it. And for his mother, I was like, yeah, no thanks. I think I'm happy setting reading goals. I don't need to set running ones. But he likes the challenge, I think, and so far is still enthusiastic, even after running, to the point that his legs were sore on yesterday. He was talking about how sore his legs were, so, yeah.
Like that.
That guy. And then he had to endure watching his great-grandmother kiss a guy just a few feet from him. So
but he didn't cry. He didn't cry, and he didn't stop. He didn't stop running, and he didn't cry when he saw it.
Yeah. So
there you go.
Anyway,
he's becoming a man.
They've done 3 full days of school now, and so we have our first full week starting tomorrow. Uniforms have been washed, and we are ready to see whatever classroom-related things are going to happen tonight. So that's you. That was your segue.
Speaking of school.
Speaking of tonight.
Speaking of events.
Can we do it heavier-handedly?
Everybody.
Tonight we have a little game that I put together to ease us back into school, and it's called True School Names. This is a game where I put various school names up on the screen, and you have to pick. Well, there's several different versions of this game, and you'll see how it works.
Hey.
But yes,
I just remembered something. Juan also has a commercial, so let's do a few of these, and then we can watch a commercial break. Have a commercial break.
I thought you were gonna go before that game.
I literally told Juan and Brian both, I'm going to forget the hat, and I'm going to forget the commercial.
We'll get the hat.
I totally forgot the hat. No, yep. Dad remembered the hat, and Juan reminded me of the commercial in private chat. So, go ahead.
So the first one is this. You have to decide whether this is an apple knocker, an apple twist, an apple dump, or an apple gazoo.
I mean, clearly it looks like he's having an apple dump.
Yeah.
Our first poop joke of the night. We should have like
this is a legitimate
fanfare.
Why is he sprouting a tail? What is going on with his skin? The body is turned into a purple and polka dotted.
I think it's an apple knocker, but I hope it's an apple gazoo.
Apple gazoo.
Why do you think it's an apple knocker?
Because that sounds like the least. It might be twist, but that sounds like the least ridiculous.
Apple knocker sounds like Midwestern nonsense, so I'm gonna go with that.
Tabby agrees.
Apple knocker
Christine,
seems to be the thing.
Everybody.
So I didn't.
Have you seen my apple knocker?
No, that's going to be good. You guys know where they are? Do you guys know where the school is?
I want to say Kentucky.
Indiana.
Kentucky.
Oh
no.
No, this is like an Ohio, Michigan, upper north.
Is it Indiana?
Illinois. Ogden, Illinois.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, it sounds like a Midwest.
A man with freckles wearing a flannel shirt, straw hat, chewing on a piece of straw. Started as a derogatory nickname, if you can imagine, by other schools.
What?
And first began
I would love to be called
Apple in the 60s. area is known for its apple industry, but when the amazing apple knockers of '64 made it to state basketball championship, the name stuck and is now a thing of pride. Let that be a lesson to all of you. When somebody calls you a name, the best thing you can do is lean into that, adopt it, draw a mascot that's has freckles, and
that doesn't have freckles.
So at the end of the state championship, all the bullies was like, "Well, I guess the real apple knocker was intolerance."
I don't think that has freckles on it, but okay.
All right, now
wait.
School.
This is the name. There's 4 schools up here. One of them is an actual school name, and the other 3 are not.
Okay, question. I just want to point out that you had to get one really weird school name for this, and then you had to make up 3 of them.
Correct.
Out of your own brain.
Out of my own brain.
Okay.
Correct.
I like apple dumper. That's pretty. I really go ahead, Brian.
Oh no, I was actually called
delayed,
Apple.
I think.
Because of my last name is spelled so weirdly. Someone saw my last name and said Apple, and I was like, "There's an R, dude. Can you at least try?" Anyway, so I'm partial. I am partial to the apple knockers.
All of the multiple choice are me making up 3 bogus names.
So only one of these is a real school name.
Only one of these is an actual.
The
others.
I'm only going to vote for Dumber Academy because I really want that to be the actual.
It's Dumber. I believe it's Dumber.
Anger PS. Anger PS
we have a
sounds
couple
like
people
a
guessing
symptom
that.
of a.
Anger.
Anger
but
PS.
we have nobody going for Dope Academy or we
Sweaty
had a sweaty school.
There was one sweaty school?
Yeah, it's Christine.
Everybody tries really hard.
Yeah.
Whatever
that's
you
a
think,
nice,
Christine.
Yeah, see? Because that's a new thing, John.
What
I don't know if
would
you're aware. Sweaty is like when you try really hard.
What would the school theme be for sweaty school?
Those
We try and try and try and try and try and try
Dumber
and try.
Academy.
We try.
Governor Dumber Academy in 1763.
That's hilarious because I love stuff where when it gets named, it doesn't mean anything. They're like, we're so honored to have your name, Governor Dumber.
They're so dumb they spelled the name wrong. Hey.
So dumb they are.
That's
no one's dumber than Dumber.
Here we go. The school is the Jordan something or other. Berry booters, beet diggers, radishers, or Juneberry.
It looks like a micro caliper. One of those measuring
what is that?
things that looks like
Is it like an architecture school or like a
protractor?
It's
so we don't have that
pronounced
as a
Doomer Academy. I don't know if that's
I'm sorry, Dumas, Mr. Dumas.
That I want to say the Juneberries.
Yeah, Juneberry sounds like something.
The Jordan Juneberry.
No, that's gotta be beet diggers.
Boot digger, beet digger.
We don't have anybody
what is a
guessing.
radisher?
Have to be beet diggers.
Is it
Suzanne agrees with me.
The Jordan radisher? We're radisher than yours. We're what's the
You have a lot of Juneberries.
Beet digger.
I mean,
This
no matter
one's
what,
really split.
no matter how you slice it, I mean that is a cool logo, right?
I don't even know what that thing is.
It's a radish.
I mean, but the thing through it, a radish cutter.
Yeah, is it?
A digger.
It's called a knife.
It's a digger.
A beet digger.
It looks like almost like one of the swords from like the orcs had in Lord of the Rings.
The berserker. Okay, will that a handle on it?
They're cutting a radish, aren't they?
It's like
so
meat
Troy's
stuck on the menu.
pretty confident in the radish.
All right, get your votes in because it is the Jordan Beet Digger.
Yes! It's a digger.
Oh, Jordan Beet Diggers.
Russ.
There in the dirt.
Russ, you, me, TeachCon, we know it's up.
Tom said
from Sandy, Utah. According to the school's alumni association, sugar beet farming was a major industry in the valley.
Huge.
Where the Jordan
We're going to take beets to the next level.
They were dubbed beet diggers because most of them spent time helping to harvest the sugar beets. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Are most of these schools like epithets for farmers of some sort? They're all bad names.
Oh, Tom says he thought it was a razor blade.
You have to look at the logo and now tell me what the school name is.
Well,
There's the logo.
Hatboro Horsham. Hatboro Horsham.
So the Hatboro Horsham
horse hats.
top
The horse
hats.
hats.
Toppers.
It's the horse hats because you
Hatboro
put that.
Horsham hats.
Well, I mean, because you can put the hat on a horse. You cut the little holes through there. Didn't that happen?
Magicians.
It's not a horse.
Yeah.
It's a horseshoe.
Horsham.
I want to say magicians.
Horsham.
The magicians.
Remember
because
that was
they
in the
vanished.
Frosty Snowman. It was the Frosty Snowman cartoon. It was the magician put his bad
See?
hat on a horse.
Tabby and I are.
Yep. Tabby.
Tabby and I.
Matthew thinks it's the haberdashers.
Haberdashers. Horse hats. I'm going with that.
I like that.
Oh,
The gentlemen.
gosh.
The
I
gentleman
think it's top
swindlers.
hats, but nobody's saying that.
I think you're close, Jeff.
The
You're close.
peanuts.
Magicians is actually good. Magicians and so on. But get your
Oh.
So
last
on.
minute.
Mad Hatters, that's not bad.
That
The
doesn't look
invisible
insane.
persons.
That's the closest. It's the Hatboro Horsham Hatters.
Okay.
Hatters.
Hatters.
Which is haberdashers, basically.
Hatboro
what
Horsham
that
Hatters.
Mhm. But they're not.
Yeah,
so good.
but you can't do haberdasher. Let's go haberdashers. It doesn't. It's let's go
Well,
hatters.
they
It's
might
good
shorten
rhythm.
it to dashers.
Give me
Ooh,
an H.
Dashers.
Give me an H.
Haberdashery.
Give me a.
All right, how
Yeah.
many of these do you have?
What
Because we want to
happened?
be about halfway for our commercial break.
Well, hey, we'll do one more and then we'll do our commercial.
Okay.
All right. This is another actual school name.
ID Ot Elementary. That's so early.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mm.
Pansy
I really like
Kid.
Pansy
I like
Kid.
that.
I like
Not-
that, but it's,
it's not
it's
A
hopeless.
or C.
The one I
It's hopeless middle school.
That's totally my dad if I have ever seen anything.
the way I read it
Please
first
make
was
What?
Pansy Kid. That was my PE class pretty much to a T.
I can totally see
Hey,
yourself
everybody, it's a
laughing
Pansy
out
Kid.
loud as you write stupid. Stupid.
Stooped boys. That's the kids have a bone problem. They're stooped.
A lot of people are saying idiot. But Nerd Dad says hopeless. Jeff, hopeless. Suzanne, March, and
hopeless.
Christine are both saying idiot. A lot of hopeless.
I
Pansy
think
Kid does sound like a good kid daycare. I think
they're
Pansy Kid.
They're mascots are romantics.
Matthew thinks it's
too.
pansy,
What?
but it is totally not.
Pansy Kid.
No,
Pansy Kid.
no,
Drop
that is
off
John
your children
Branyan.
at Pansy Kid. Get on the merry-go-round.
Anything that's misspelled like that, KID, there's no reason to name a school Pansy Kid.
Do that too. It's to make it charming. Like the kids named it themselves. That's why they have an extra D.
All right. Get your last minute.
Pansy Kid.
Guesses in.
Pansy
What do
Jeez.
you think it is?
It's written in
I
crayon.
think it's
Pansy
hopeless.
Kid.
Yeah, hopeless. Home
right.
of the
I'm
of the
odd.
romantic.
Here's the
For
big
the win, I'm
reveal.
going with B.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Pansy Kid.
Oh,
You are kidding me.
I will say I'm a little bit disappointed because I was hoping it was one of those kids' daycare places instead
Matthew.
it's just red brick.
Matthew even thought it was wrong. He did it just to be wrong.
Yeah, it's just
and
being
he was
funny.
right.
That is my favorite one so far.
Weird. It's
All
just
right.
weird that it's. Why did you research why it's Pansy Kid?
I did not. I
And
was
then
too busy. I was too busy trying to think up the
It's
other
just-
three names to spend.
It
any
had such
time.
a whimsical name, but then there's like stain on the brick. It's just red brick and a metal building, and ugh. Like, can you imagine the kids having to march into that building?
My
It
gosh.
was a middle school.
I cannot
Let's
even.
go, pansies. Let's go. All right, so we have a commercial.
Okay, today's sponsor
How's this
may
gonna
not
work?
seem like it's. I'm sharing it.
Okay, but I've.
It's got
so
a
I
black
just didn't
screen.
pull
Yeah,
it
that's
up.
good. So it may not seem like it's connected, but if you're smart enough, you'll find
Hang on a minute. Let me do this.
connection.
And then
What
this.
do you need to do? Well, do you want to make it bigger?
That's
bigger?
Make the other thing bigger. That's
What, this
that's our
thing?
Get a
focus.
little.
Not my
Okay, what about
not
like
my
this?
mug. There we go. All right.
Let's do this.
So here we go.
We're covering
I
up
gotta
the
get
bottom.
into character.
Does it need to be? Do we need to see the
I'll do my
bottom?
voice up. No. I don't think
Okay.
so. No, they're just pictures.
Okay.
But
Sponsor.
somewhere there's a place of hope and fun. Somewhere there's a place where boldness and class live together, like Jason Momoa in a tux. Somewhere shame hides its head in a bucket of snails. Somewhere a football game just broke out into a charcuterie board. Somewhere children laugh at a man who eats pizza with a fork. Somewhere a bus full of rednecks is just pulled into a gated neighborhood. Somewhere Pop-Tarts lie under sterling silver domes. Somewhere a Tesla is driving through a mud pit on purpose. Somewhere the high life is getting down and dirty. That place is here. That time is now. Bwine. So if you really think about it, it goes with their theme, I think.
I'm so glad that we decided to make Bwine a sponsor of SCQS.
Yeah, thank you, Bwine.
Thank you, Bwine,
for making this possible.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you to Bwine.
Go to bwine.com and use promo code SCQS, and you'll get
SCQS.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, somewhere there's a Pop-Tart.
Sign him up for a case.
Mm-hmm. The Bwine leading the Bwine. Okay.
All right, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Pansy Kid.
Wait a minute, let me do this again.
Thank you, Pansy
for making me ask questions about life. Can you imagine the kids that go to the school? Whoa!
Right,
this is the stepmoms.
I know that.
This is the
Blue Elf.
This is the Dearborn, Michigan stepmoms. What is this? Are we guessing the mascot?
Yeah,
that's our entire Michigan viewing audience. Away they go.
Meth Mom Middle School.
That is. Yeah. This lady had too much Bwine.
I originally thought it was the Blue Devils, but we live near the Blue Devils. I don't think that's it.
Blue Elves.
It's not the Blue Devil.
This looks like in a B movies version of like Imp or like an elf or something.
Yeah.
Like
Karen Academy.
Karen Academy.
I would not put the Blue Devils up.
Albino vampires.
Okay.
This is the the Las Rositas Jeff Goldblums.
Now, if you
fighting.
look, you'll see that we don't have classes, but we do have blue paint.
This
the fighting Goldblums.
You gotta get your guesses in because I am about to reveal.
We don't get a hint.
The meanies.
Has anybody been close?
Yeah, do you have a second notch?
Not the Blue Devils.
Somebody's guessed.
Smiley Cyrus. That's my husband.
I wish it was Smiley Cyrus. Angry Elves, you're on the. Yeah, it's not even close.
Not even close.
Well, you're on the right.
Elves.
No, never mind.
Not elves.
You're
Goblins.
The blue hair.
That's a goblin?
Goblin?
That's a goblin.
The blue goblins.
Harrison, Arkansas.
Yeah.
And they are the Golden Goblins.
They're not.
Would you like to hear that?
Oh.
Well, their skin is golden.
Golden,
Okay.
you say?
Ish.
The Fighting Rumpelstiltskins.
The Goblin's name came
Iron
from the
deficient
school newspaper, first named The Goblin in 1926. Their school colors are blue and gold. That's it. That's the entire history.
Oh, they just wanted the alliteration. So they just named the paper The Goblin because that's what you name a newspaper.
That's just silly. And I'm wearing a taco on my hat.
I agree with Chris. Jaundice goblins, maybe.
Boiling Springs, that's in Arkansas, isn't it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Yes.
Boiling
No, it's Missouri.
Springs.
Boiling Springs was a mobster hideout, I think. Like, I think Al Capone.
Where do you think this is? What state?
Missouri?
No, this is like Idaho.
No.
It's not Missouri, not Idaho. Boiling Springs,
Okay.
Oregon.
Colorado.
No.
The Bubbler.
Abalama.
Bubbler is what I do when I sit in the hot tub.
Bubbler. Everybody's going with Bubbler.
Well, I mean,
Everybody's
it
going-
looks
Well,
like
Bulber
bubbles.
is pretty good. Glassy.
Does anybody know what state they're in?
Is this the?
Amber says Kansas. Yes.
No.
Arkansas.
It's not Arkansas. That's what I thought. Arkansas.
No.
Wyoming.
I think you're lying to me
It
now.
is Pennsylvania. Boiling
Ew.
Springs, Pennsylvania, home of the Bubblers. They get its name from the natural artesian well springs. Pictured here, but you can't see it. One of the most prominent springs in the area is called the Bubble, thus inspiring the mascot.
The spring is called the Bubble.
Yeah, and I looked all over the place, and that was the nicest looking logo I could find. And I did an extensive search.
Those Boiling Springs folks, they just don't really. They're not
Yeah.
really into their own.
they're-
Yeah.
They're known for their artesian wells, not for their artisan wells.
Their motto is "Don't poke us."
Here we go.
Hurry
Who's
and
this?
hair, bunny,
Uh,
or bounder.
Please
Oh,
let
that's
it be the
the
hurry and hair.
Yeah,
hurry and hair.
I think it's the
Hasty-
Hurry and Hair.
This is the name of the mascot. Is what you're
Yeah.
calling? Oh, it's
The name of the school.
Looks more like the Hitman hair, but
He does look like he's bounding, so that's my second choice.
I like bunny. I like just that. That's called bunny.
See
It's
what
like,
Sherry,
what are we gonna name the mascot?
I want to go
The
Hurry and
Harm
Hair.
Bunny.
Sherry
Bunny.
says
The
harm
harm
bunnies,
bunny.
and I almost put that as one of the options, but I thought that would be too easy.
Looks like he needs like a lead pipe in one of his hands.
So it's not
Hey.
Bunny then.
You other
Not
schools are
harm
trying
bunny.
to come in here. You come into my school and you try to defeat my team. And he goes and hits the captain in the knee with the leg.
Exactly. You come to me on the day of your third grade recital, asking me
see-
for a favor.
I don't see a consensus like we had with Bubblers.
I like
It's
bunny.
pretty well
I think it's
distrib-
bunny because no one's
distributed.
saying it. Hey everybody, welcome, bunny.
Interesting. Did you see
All right.
what Pat put up? All right. It is
Fisher
the
bunnies.
Fisher Bunny.
Oh, they got it on the nose.
Oh, nice.
How
Fisher bunny.
did they know that? And maybe they played them.
Oh.
Maybe the Fisher Bunnies have played one of the Indiana teams.
Go
Is that
fight,
Isn't
bunnies, fight.
Fisher? Where is Fisher? Not Fishers.
it's Fisher's, Illinois.
Oh.
Oh,
So I don't know how you would know. Yeah, that's what I thought too. The bunnies would be the worst possible name for a team.
Go bunnies. Ooh, ooh. Go bunnies. Ooh, ooh.
When you put
Chew
your
that
mascot,
lettuce.
your mascot looks like he could take down a dinosaur.
He
I
looks
wouldn't-
like if he would punch you, it would feel good. It'd be like a soft pillow. Like he's really angry, but it'd be really comfortable for him to like put you in a stranglehold. You're like, oh.
Ah, hit me again, bunny.
Would you walk on my back for a massage, please?
It's like Red in. I always bring up Red Foreman in that '70s show wearing that pair of slippers, and he puts his feet in and he goes, ah. It's like walking around on a pile of baby ducks.
It's like walking on a pile of baby
If
ducks.
that was a compliment, that was a good thing.
Good. Oh, that's good.
Here we
It's
go.
awesome.
Ooh.
The Monroe
Mustachio.
Pistachios,
This is pretty
cheesemakers, or
This one's pretty
stubborn.
easy.
Oh, I think it's.
Except-
it's got to be Cheesemaker.
Except they're making
No.
too big a deal out of a cheesemaker. This guy.
Stubborn.
See, I'm kind of trying to cheat a little bit. I see where he's clicked the logo down at the bottom where the text is, and Cheesemaker is way too
long.
If they
Yeah.
make it small though,
If
that
it
is
is
clearly
stubborn,
a
I'm
wheel of
throwing my
cheese.
tea. I'm going to
That's
throw my
clearly-
water bottle.
It's clearly a wheel of cheese behind him, and he's got an apron, which you I think use in cheese making. And it's not
Yes.
Mario.
No, I think
Everybody's going with
I don't think it's a school name. I think it's a mascot name. So I'm going to go Monroe Mario.
Oh, the Mario the cheesemaker. So do you think cheese? Or this is the name of the mascot we're doing?
No, I'm just saying.
You're saying
Well, knowing
Mario.
John, he probably probably did that.
Oh, now
But
we're doing.
I'm gonna say it's Mario.
Wait, what do you think my dad did?
So instead of it being the school name, I think it's the mascot name.
Okay.
Well, it's the same thing, right?
No, not always.
The same thing. The cheese. This is what the teams are called. They're
The Monroe Mario.
right. The
Monroe
Marios,
Mario.
the Monroe mustachios. You can make it plural, but a singular one
Mustachios.
would be a Mario. Like I would be a
Stubborn.
Stubborn is not a noun. It is an adjective. And so I do not see how they could be the stubborns. But far be it from me to be wrong.
No one
twice.
can beat a stubborn.
Look at that logo. Doesn't that guy look like he's pretty stubborn?
I'm going with the
my husband
Mario.
again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Doesn't he look resolved?
No
He
one
looks
can beat
like-
a stubborn.
He looks like his children aren't allowed to talk at the table. When he's home.
All right, get your last minute.
Yeah, put your
Guesses.
bets in. Put your
Plural is mustache-eye.
mustachii. You're right. That's right. Mustachii.
Mustachii. There's a whole busload of mustachii on the
I mean,
it is the Monroe cheese
I
maker.
knew it.
Oh.
all right, I was
Yeah.
wrong.
Man.
You can fit a lot of letters in there, it turns
When
out.
you make the font smaller.
You think about it though, that's the only possible answer because
Right.
none of them make any sense otherwise.
I'm
and
trying to-
they're an actual thing.
I'm trying to think of the captain of these high school football teams trash talking the other, like, "When you come against the cheesemakers, you're gonna regret it, pal.
Let me tell you something, brother.
You don't mess with the cheesemakers."
When you come in and you're gonna mess with the Monroe cheesemakers, brother.
Oh my gosh. You know what we should do, guys? Because I love doing the political hit ads so much, we should each take on a school, like just become
Like a
that
bad school name.
And yeah, we should do like hit pieces again. Well,
Like
basically.
trash talk other schools.
Do like a hype
Trash talk
video.
because we've done the hit pieces for political candidates, and we've also done the wrestlers. Didn't you guys? Weren't you guys wrestlers at one
I don't
point?
remember
Look
doing
what-
that.
Because
look what Chris Rossetti
yes.
said. Look what he's. Oh, where'd it go? Look at
Yeah.
what Chris Rossetti said.
It
Make
could have been a
Monroe
moon.
great again.
It might have been a moon, but the guy was wearing an apron, so that kind of.
you guys were. Oh, I know what it was. It was when you guys were playing Mad Libs against each other.
What
when
did she
you
say?
had two
Only we
separate
can cut the
teams.
cheese.
Juan, focus.
Sorry.
You were on a
Let's
team with
read the
JT, I
Right.
think, and Dad and
Yeah,
Brian
yeah,
were on a
yeah.
team, or possibly
That
vice
was
versa.
Yeah, it was the other
Political
way.
hit.
Yeah, no, it was not political hits. That
No,
one was
we were-
where you were just wrestlers.
Yeah, we were doing the.
We're trash talking against each
We
other.
were trash talking
I remember that.
Yeah,
when
we
it
need
was
to
the
do
pyramid.
that again.
It was the pyramid game.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep. We need to trash talk each other's schools now.
Okay.
we can do that. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's weed
One of
high.
these.
That's easy.
What happened to meth high?
Weed high.
Coolie high.
Mm,
These are.
I'm gonna go with drunk high.
Yeah, I think drunk high. Shakes.
Because
Sounds like
it just
Amish.
doesn't make sense,
Listen,
and that like it's
listen.
enough nonsensical
Listen
that
to
they
me.
won't catch it.
I have a taco on my head.
All right. Well, when
It
the
is
taco
weed high.
speaks,
I have a hat for
I
nonsense.
promise you, it's weed high.
Shakes high sounds like the Amish high school where they all go
Amber
to high
agrees
school
with
together.
me. Drunk high.
Brian seems relatively sure of himself.
Yeah.
Crack high. So are they from
There's-
California then?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a couple people saying weed is a place in California.
California. Okay.
Oh, weed high.
Yeah.
That seems pretty conclusive. That does.
Bell rings and he's like, "Dude, I got a weed high." At the weed
Listen,
high."
listen to the guy in the taco hat. Listen
right.
to him.
Listen to the guy.
Listen to the guy in the,
In the
taco,
taco
hat.
hat.
He knows what he's talking about. That.
All right, get your last minute guesses. It is weed
Yeah.
high. There it is. The weed high cougars, not the reefers, not the blunts.
Yeah,
Not the
that's my
rollers.
favorite. That's my favorite bit about the flippin' Arkansas one. Is
The rollers would
is
be
like-
good.
That's my
Weed
favorite.
rollers. Okay, here we go. This
Uh.
guy is either he's either a husk yanker, a corn jerker, a cob knobber, or a corn bum.
He's a very lonely man. Do you ever think how these things get started is one of the teachers just thinks it'd be super cool to get a costume and show up at the game, and people don't even question it. They just go, that must be our mascot.
No, Sarah, your
It's
comments
so
came through. I
weird.
saw
Yeah.
that you said weed high as well.
Yeah,
That was
you're
in
all
California.
right, Sarah.
Sorry.
I'm not pulling them all
Sarah.
up. They're coming in pretty fast today, so we're just selecting a few.
Yeah. Although
I
some
like
of these
the-
could get, I'm
I
sure.
like the rhythm and the consonants of Cobnobber. Cobnobber.
Cobnobber is nice.
That's
But
definitely a Spider-Man villain.
But Huskanker? Dude, that's...
That's borderline not this show.
I know. I know. None of these are borderline not the show.
This is where it all ends, Spider-Man.
All of these, I should say, all of these are not borderline not the show. Not none.
Luke,
He's trying to...
go take care of our children.
It's a deep V. He does have a deep V right there. I just want to show off all my kernels. If you got it, flaunt it. You got it, husk it.
Ooh, Joe, that would feel good. Oh gosh, yeah. Jeff,
Anyone have any butter?
Jeff actually knows the city and everything.
So he
See?
knows it.
Oh,
Yep.
that's what. When you start putting Midwestern nonsense up there, people are going to see it right away. Because
Yeah, corn jerker.
He's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is the corn jerkers. Houston, Illinois.
again, another slang term for some kind of farmer.
Well, Juan, I
You
can tell you that before the days of mechanical harvesters, corn was pulled or jerked from the stalk and then shucked and tossed in a wagon. This was corn jerking. According to the Illinois High School Association, in the 1920s, teams were often late to games because team members were still in the fields
Sorry, Coach.
jerking corn. Right?
You're like, oh, that
It was
corn
later-
silk.
It was later banned in the 1950s.
The corn silk was all over him. I brush it off. Sorry, Coach. So did the apple knockers and the corn jerkers get into like a gang fight? They like met at the border of Illinois and Indiana. And
All right, how about this?
now this is from my neck of the woods. This is a Florida high school right here. Cyclops. This is the
that's the flat toppers. Oh man,
this is the Nassau County convicts from Florida.
That's what happens when you hang out with the corn jerkers.
Nassau County convicts from Florida.
It doesn't look like
Yeah.
their mascot Squinty comes out and punches random people in the crowd.
I think it's the flat top.
He just
Yeah.
screams at people and says, "You think you're better than me?" And he punches
It's-
them.
Yeah.
Pretty even between flat top and Cyclops. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
See that.
Flat top.
Cyclops
It doesn't look
is-
like a flat top though. It looks like people took a bite out of his face, and those are the teeth marks.
He's got facial paralysis, unfortunately.
That's
Sorry.
the Brian April.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly. That is me.
That's the wrong side,
That's-
though, isn't it?
That's my new logo.
Sorry, Chuck. We
You
made
can put
a
it on the other
Brian's.
side.
Yeah, exactly.
mascot out
And
of you.
a little too much hair.
Bite wounds.
He's got a
And-
cleft chin though.
No taco hat.
That's right. No taco hat.
I
Oh,
do not.
he's got
I
a-
think that you guys were stumped on this one because
He's got
it
one of those
is-
wrestler's ears.
Is it the
It is
criminals?
It is
Criminal.
Yuma, Arizona, and
Yuma
the
sounds
name
right.
of
Oh.
their team is the Criminals.
As soon as you said we were stumped, I knew what it was.
From 1910, the Yuma High School used the abandoned Yuma Territorial Prison for 3 years until the new school was built, according to the school site. Teachers conducted classes
So many
in the cell
ghosts.
block area, and the school
Ah.
held assemblies in what had been the prison hospital. When the school's football team played against Phoenix and unexpectedly won, the Phoenix team called the Yuma team Criminals. The name stuck, and the school still carries it with pride.
Yeah, I've been to Yuma a few times, and that kind of tracks. Okay.
It's funny. So the
Interesting.
lesson here is make fun of people, and maybe you'll name a high school.
Yeah, someone was saying
happened.
Yuma has a marine aviation base too, so that's that kind of.
Mom, I don't want to go to school. It's a prison. You're just saying that, honey. No, literally.
It's a
I
prison.
do.
It's a prison.
It looks like they bit some top off my head. All right, here you go. This is Chippy,
gosh.
Puck, Dot, or Pimple.
I like reading this as a sentence. Chippy Puck Dot Pimple. Oh yeah, I heard that too. Chippy Puck Dot. This is remember the 7-Up spot. This is what happened to him. He got he got a little too famous.
Little steroids.
Yep, and then he's angry now. Nobody even cares that he's there. Look at all the fans.
Everybody's saying
No.
Puck.
That's because they've seen him. He's a regular at their sporting events.
You wouldn't call him Pucky.
I hope it's Puck.
I call him
Raging
Chippy.
Red Hot.
Yeah. Does
you
he
have to pick one from the list?
I don't know, man. Luke is into improving.
Yeah.
I
He's
should have
like,
called
Next
Luke
time-
when I was- Yeah.
Yes. Next time you need to ask Luke for all the fake ones.
You are absolutely correct. And now that I'm thinking about it, that was obvious. I should have sent him the pictures and said,
He's actually a
you're
little
damn
bit offended that you would even proceed with this game without doing that and asking him to weigh
I'm
in.
sorry, Luke. I'm sorry. This plays to your strength, and I didn't make use of it.
I'm going with Chippy because, it just seems like
The spicy pepperoni. All right.
a spicy pepperoni. That's awesome.
So, does anybody want to change their guess? If I
Oh,
tell
does
you
anybody want to switch up? Do you think
that
somebody?
the school is in West Virginia, and the name of the town in West Virginia is Poca, P-O-C-A.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
It's
I'm still going with Puck.
No, sticking with Puck.
Poke a pimple.
Brian smelled a lead off trail of
Right.
a swindle.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Sticking with it.
Sticking with it.
I know,
My
John. He's
taco
just
hat.
trying to lead us astray.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it short for Dottie? We got is this a girl mascot? We just did.
Look at that
It's just because
thing.
she's angry.
Right, they could
She's
just
got big eyebrows.
we could do the cosplay from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Have Dottie. The
I'm a
female lead.
rebel. I'm a rebel, Dottie.
Well, I have a whole bunch more of these, but we're already at an hour, so we'll do one more, and then we'll wrap it up and save the rest of them. Right? Whatever it is, we'll do one more, whatever it is. So here we go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Conch sheller, snorkeler, escargot.
the melting soft serve.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
That's what I thought.
Hi, kids. Ready for some nightmares? I'm going to be chasing you in your dreams tonight.
He's even got a smile on his face, but that somehow makes him look more sinister.
Why is he smiling? He's supposed to be intimidating.
My kids.
This is the.
Look at me! I've got my trusted chainsaw.
Why did they go with flesh colored? Now it just looks like a lump of skin.
Yeah.
It's what's left over after a facelift procedure.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were going to
Pile
say
of-
after amputation.
There's a lot of things I could have said. But it took me a second to.
It does look like a mascot, not for a school, but for like an ice cream shop or something. It doesn't look like something that's meant to be scary. It's supposed to be inviting you to come and buy.
Just the eyes are a little.
What
evil.
started out as a medical experiment turned into a small town's worst nightmare.
I'm what
Right.
happens when electricity falls into a vat of fat.
It looks like Conch might be the winner.
Yeah.
I say Sheller.
Oh, look.
Conchalicious.
Skin
Hey,
draft.
Mom, she does watch. Yay!
It's Juan's mom.
I was just complaining earlier.
No
I'm
fear
like,
getting
my mom
help
doesn't
from your
even watch.
mom.
I think Sheller is the second most picked.
Sheller is the second most, and what's the first one?
Conch,
Sheller,
I think, might
yeah.
be edging out Sheller, but it's close.
Okay. Get your
His
last
name
minute
is
guesses
Low
in.
Time.
Get your last minute guesses in. If you think it's Snorkeler, now's the time to guess it. They are the Conch.
All right. Good job, everybody.
This was a Florida school, Juan.
Well, there's snow on the ground. Or it looks like it, or is that just a bunch of dirt?
That's not snow.
Longtime residents are referred to as conches. Do you know that?
Key West, yeah. Key West.
They declared itself the Conch Republic.
What's funny, this is a business, the business says, Hoot Town mascots? The ones that come up with these?
Or is it Hoot Town?
Well, the mayor, this is 1982, the mayor said that they would secede from the Union, Key West, because they declared themselves the Conch Republic in an act of protest against U.S. Border Patrol, which blockaded Highway 1, the only access to the Key. Mayor said that they would secede from the Union. The mayor led the Conch Republic Rebellion, which, according to the tour site, lasted about 1 minute and was followed by a surrender to the U.S. Navy admiral in Key West. Conch's popular item. Yeah.
It's like, wait a second, you guys had boats? We blocked the bridge.
All we have is shelves for heads.
Hold on a second.
All right, enough of this.
Take that down. I'm busy putting up the effort party, so you guys have to.
Which, if you would like to join us for the after party, you got to go to johnrainey.com and become a Click member, and then you will have access. The link will be on the members' homepage.
Maybe.
You know how this goes. We say this every week, and just when you start thinking we don't need to repeat ourselves, somebody says, well, I was watching an old episode, and I saw that you were doing this thing called vacay, and I was like, you saw that on one episode? We talked about it on every episode for like months, but it's fine. It's good to know they see it eventually. By the way, where are you going to be, Juan? Do you know what's going to happen with you?
Arkansas at some point.
Okay, he's going to be in Arkansas at some point.
We're going to be in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Is that near you guys?
Home of the Shellers.
Nope.
You know,
and you may be watching this on Comedy Brian's YouTube channel. If you're not, you could. We stream it every week. And there's other stuff on his channel too, including how to be a better stand-up comic. Mentor videos. I know because my husband's been watching them. So, do you have
how to be a corn jerker with Brian Taco Headache Roll? Okay, the effort party should be ready to go now.
How are we gonna read the credits? Should we talk smack about each other's mascots on the credit as we read the credits?
Sure, that'll be easy.
Talk smack about the Cliquers mascots. I know.
About the Cliquers mascot? Do we even have one?
The green cupcake.
I'm saying, like, cake. When you see their names, you should trash talk their school.
Click. You guys,
like Troy Baltus, his school is awful.
Susan Johnson goes here. She likes the cheesemakers. You gotta be kidding me. The cheese.
RJ Osmond's school is awful too.
Boom, roasted.
Boo. Tracy Trost. Bad school.
Bad school. Boom. Roasted.
Boom.
Don't come up in my house. And don't forget the best school in the land, the Fighting Wombats.